All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Week number 5 of the weekly shorts. The week of January 12th, 2025. Let's jump into it. I have been spoiled on one track this week. That's about it. I also have been spoiled that it is no longer the Nadeo track, so all community tracks now, so that is interesting. But first track here, Kingarden by Kingarden. What do we got going on? Just a little bit of transitions, it look like here. Definitely want to jump more to the left there. This is a drift. Can definitely triangle checkpoint that. Okay. Nothing too special on this one. I was just super slow for some reason. Guess you need to catch a little bit of this downslope here to get enough speed for this. Play this one safe. No. Oh, down here maybe? Yeah. I wonder if the starting block is also a finish if you don't go into that. You can probably get enough speed to jump off that plastic part straight in, like here, and then just drop straight in. I do not know what the starting block versus like a multi-lap starting block is. Not the visual difference between them. So that could be a multi-lap start there. Unsure. Okay. Got the AT already. Placement, not club. 5,300 right now. Not a great drift. Let's go for this triangle. I don't know if that's going to be faster. You can get a lower jump and not have to release a ton with the other direction. Like you want to jump super low like that. So pretty easily beatable AT. Not too much of a challenge for the first community made track. And then you gotta avoid that. That's interesting. Okay. I mean, still, that only got us about 2,000 spots. That's surprising. That felt pretty clean. I just feel like you have to release too much to make it in that triangle for it to be worth it. I mean, maybe you can make it straight in if you keep enough speed out of there. You don't have to jump off that plastic piece. Therefore, you get a lower jump and much lower trajectory into that finish. Because off that plastic piece, you do have to release. Otherwise, you'll jump too far. Yeah, I think that's certainly doable if you get enough speed there. Maybe it could even be better, like, if you don't get enough speed, like, you hit your back tires on the edge, causing a nose down, straight down into that finish. Sort of like that. Didn't have the greatest landing. There's still some improvement to be had there. Didn't have a great start either. Give this a couple practice attempts since I keep failing it. But yeah, that was pretty good there if I didn't crash into that arrow. Then yeah, you can just full speed straight down in there. Don't think there's really any other strats you can do on this track other than maybe, again, that triangle checkpoint. But I even doubt you can do that. Kind of felt a little slow coming out. Got a 10th off. That dropped us down to 900. I think I'm fine with that. I do like that track as well. Yeah, I feel like I got all the strats there. The line here is just way too narrow to get in, and if you jump off here to get a better angle, you have to release way too much, I feel. So I don't think there's really much else you can do here other than to go for this super low inside line here. So yeah, that was a fun track, I'd say. Let's move on to the next one. What do we got? Tiny by Mika Pekka. Mika Pika, maybe? Right, so we got some dirt. Is that wood up there in the turns? We got any checkpoints, though? It doesn't... Yeah, no checkpoints on this track. Interesting. Immediately right off the bat, looks like we can probably just go that way, though. Is it faster? I don't know, because it's all penalty sand. And then we'd have a super slow uphill. That would be the main issue there. And then tiny finish. What is this? This is water? So we just go around the whole outside here into the water. I'm not sure how that water is going to interact. There's also no great way to get out of this or really get into it. I guess maybe you could go to left here. Interesting. Let's just go the normal route here first. That's rough. Hard to see. Might be a KM2 track, at least for the normal route here. AT is 18 seconds, so we're well behind that. Maybe also do something weird like that. Okay. It seems like it might just be a normal route, because that seems like it's almost designed for you to get enough speed to jump all the way up there. Yeah, I think this outside or this inside line here is just too slow. We're gonna have no speed going up that hill. Like, even if you get out of here clean... Yeah, you're just way too slow for that. There's no way. Do you want to look at maybe going all the way to the water parts? No, because by the time we even got there, we're already at like 15 seconds maximum. Yeah, I mean, we'll see where we get with a clean run where our ranking is, and then we'll try to see if there's maybe an alternate path that we can maybe take. Like, can we, at the top here, like, just go off-road up this way? Maybe. But again, all the, like, look how much speed we get out of here after that. It's actually not as fast looking from this way. There's no checkpoints too, so can't really get a great practice without completely resetting every single time. Ah, of course I touched the lip there. Can you drive through that? You can. Question is this faster? That is pretty close. It's only 11,000, so I don't think that's the strats. I just don't know what else we could do really all that differently here. Keeping the gear is definitely, or getting a good gear up, I should say, is definitely much faster. Right there. Yeah, I feel like you just pretty much have to take the route here. I don't really see a world in which anything else is faster. I think the biggest question for me is how much of this opening wood do you want to take? Do you want to do the whole thing there? Or do you just want to do part of it? Nice, huge PB there. I think cutting this is going to be faster, but you need to keep gear 3 right there. Uh, 2,800? I don't know, if I'm missing something, I'm missing something. I cannot tell. Kind of got a little bit lower jump there, but not a whole lot off. I just don't see how it can gain any significant time. Like, obviously, there's always a little bit to gain here, but from 2,500 up to first, I don't see what the massive difference is, unfortunately. Maybe we'll try going for this full wood here at the start again. Guess maybe that is all I was missing. I thought it was going to be slower for sure, but maybe just easier to drive this in camera 3 for me. Also would help if I could play this in a different camera. I don't like the way camera 1 is on here for sure, and camera 2 was also not fantastic for me. So if you have to no-slide this opening part and the second and third part, it's going to make it even worse because you can't see your skid marks. Okay, there's something. Actually got us up pretty well there. Jumped 1,000 spots with that. Yeah, I think I'm fine with that. There's not much more to do here other than grind off milliseconds, I feel. It's just a no slide here. How well did I even perform these no slides? Pretty well, actually. I did clip the sand here, unfortunately. Just barely missed that. Wow. But yeah, not much else to say about that one. That was decent. I'll give it a thumbs up. Not my favorite, though, because there's honestly not a whole lot to do there. Just 2 no slides, and that's basically it. All right. Track number 3. What do we got? Cheesy by Egg Burgers. Okay. Well, I can already see a cut there right off the bat. And a cut here, I guess, too. Hopefully there's another checkpoint up here. And then, all right. That was a crazy kind of sight read there. Yeah, this is definitely a jump over that. Then go through there. Then just down here. Okay. Really short, really quick track. Probably going to be a really annoying track. For this part here especially, it's going to be a little bit on the random side. I don't think I'm missing anything on this one either. I think this is kind of just it. Like, what else could you possibly do? There's already, like, 2 cuts here. Can't imagine anything else. Let's just take a quick look around, though. We got the jump there. Interesting there. If we go this way, through there to the finish. Would that be faster? I don't know. You could try it, though. AT is definitely doable that way, but I don't think it'll be faster. Like, as long as you can get a clean jump straight to that finish there, this will be much faster. Yeah, just super random at that part, unfortunately. Not sure what angle they really want you to take there, because it feels like almost no matter what, you're too fast and have to slow down. I keep bonking the top part of my car. Wasn't too bad, but still 4,200. Yeah, I mean, like, not much to say here. Very simple track, really nothing too crazy you can do to kind of separate yourself. Just a jump here, hope you get a lucky clip through that fence. Keep as much speed as possible. I'm surprised that was a PB with all the bonking going on there. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave it at that. No thumbs up or thumbs down. The track is pretty simple in concept. This also has a little bit RNG, which I didn't care for in that one under rail part. So yeah, let's go on to the next one, which I do believe is the one I was spoiled on. I even saw this track weeks ago. So I do know the route unless someone found something faster. Damn. Almost did it first try. But yeah, you're supposed to like go over here, drop down, go on the black piece, jump up. Haven't played the track, I only saw it, so. Still first time giving it a go. I feel like I had to slow down. Coming off this piece here. That was weird. Yeah, so I might not spend a lot of time on this one. Maybe get a clean run or two. See where we stand. Just barely not making it up high enough there. Can't believe I made it over all that. This is not the correct way to go, if you were wondering. Still not the correct way to go. And I'm not going to get in the finish either. I don't know how I'm not jumping high enough there. Alright, that's good. Then that's not good. Okay, there we go. Finally a finish. Let's try to get a little bit better time. I think there's also a strat where you can, like, get some of that, like, quarter pipe there. Or maybe even clip, the earlier boost pad. I don't even know if going for that quarter pipe is worth it. Because you have to go to the right there, then have to go all the way back to left, but you don't have enough time to really set up for a good jump after that. Because all your momentum is then going to the left. You don't have time to turn back to the right afterwards. I don't like that. Worked out though. Did have to release a little bit, which sucked. One more PB we'll go for here. Definitely have a much better start. I got absolutely screwed there on that landing. What is that bounce there? Had two great attempts, but screwed on the landing. right, there we go. Of course. Of course. There's that. Up to 500th. Okay, I'll take that. Could certainly do better. Yeah, good track. Interesting track. One thing I'll critique Fekl on, though, is his map names. Have not been very good from the ones I've seen. But okay. Next up and final track, I believe, Lime Slushy by Banano. Okay. Pretty sure these are backwards 360s. Fortunately clipped the wall there, which completely screwed me. At least this initial one is for sure a backwards 360. Maybe, yeah, probably that one too. I couldn't tell where I was going. Alright, there was something to the right there, though. As far as cutting here, probably not possible. Maybe you want to cut over these pipes a little bit. What's this? Nothing. Interesting that it's there, then. Yeah, I wish I realized where I was going. I lost a lot of time slowing down, trying to figure out where to go, but I don't think there's any way to really cut through that, so yeah, this is it. 3 backwards 360s, maybe? We got a decent placement already. 4,600. Your exit speed doesn't matter all that much until the last one. So these you probably just want to cut as much as possible. I feel like there could have been maybe a little bit more creative end on this one. I think that's my only kind of critique of it. Could be like up here, like you have to go up again, and then there's like a finish on the downward wall parts. I think just driving a straight line basically to a finish is maybe not the strongest idea you could possibly have, but it is what it is. It's a decent track. Already down to about 1,400 on our placement here. It's probably the most challenging author time that there's been on any of the shorts. Wait, this one is? No. It says it's 31 seconds on the upper leaderboard, but 20.545 is the author here. Usually they've been pretty darn free. Not that I'd say this one was super difficult either, but yeah, your exit speed really only matters to this last one. Alright. There's not much to say here. This is probably the only trick you really got to do here. Well, let's just take a look. So you have to get these checkpoints, so there's really no ability to cut anywhere. Like, driving on top of these pipes or anything doesn't really seem possible. The only thing I could say is maybe there's something else to do driving to the finish, but this is the part that weirds me out. Like, what is this over here? Trying to brake to get the 360 faster so then I can start driving forward again quicker. Instead of letting it just kind of have momentum itself go around. No. Dang. It was a pretty good run there. Honestly, the second one feels the trickiest here. Feels like that one more often than not, I'm going too wide and hitting this wall over here, getting stuck behind the edge of the block there. I don't know, maybe I just didn't give this track as much credit for how challenging the author time actually was. Maybe I got lucky on my run, because I'm just not able to repeat this. Too wide, yep. Really want a better PB here. I don't want to sit right at the AT. No, it's going to be too wide. Saved a little bit, but now my angle for that is going to be terrible. Way too wide at the end. Like I want to keep getting better PBs on this one because I know it's so doable. Because I keep messing up like a tiny thing every single time. Like I feel like I went too high that attempt too on that last one. Like the speed is great, but with how sort of close the finish is, you don't need that much speed there. I think you'd be better off with a lower turn here rather than getting all that speed. But there's also not a ton of time to save here. Obviously, I'm probably like at least half a second behind world record. I could tell you that. But we got, like, even with that small PB we had, we jumped up, like, what? We were, like, 1,500 before, so we jumped up, like, 600 spots. And it was a very small PB. What was it, like, 4 or 6 tenths? Or not tenths, but hundredths of a second. So it was not much at all. A huge jump in our position. Way to inside. Ah, dang it. Don't think it would have been a PB anyway. No. Hour and 10 minutes we're at. We spent a long time on 2 of the tracks here today. Yeah, I think I've had my fill of this one. Good track. I do think a more creative finish would have made that one stand out a little bit more. But yeah, overall, pretty solid set of tracks. Probably 23 was the weakest, and it wasn't even that bad. It was kind of just very straightforward and had a little bit of RNG involved. 22 wasn't all that special either, but overall, I'd say this set of tracks was better than the previous 4 weeks of Nadeo tracks, as far as comparing 5 to 5 on all of them. So yeah, overall, pretty nice. I'm glad we're finally getting the community-made tracks. Looking forward to seeing what everybody can come up with for these. But that is it for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. If you have not done so already, please like the video and subscribe. And I hope to see you all here next week with the Week 6 tracks.